What is up, y'all? It's your girl, Brand New, and honey, I am back in the building, and this time, honey, I'm back to talk about Evelyn Lozada, honey, from Basketball Wives. She is out here, honey, in these streets, defending her ex, Carl Crawford. She's saying he was never abusive to her, honey. She don't know what did happen with him and his new old lady, honey, but he ain't never put his hands on her. It's been a lot of unfortunate events for Carl Crawford. Y'all know he used to be a former baseball player. Now, he's in the music business. He's the CEO of 1501 Entertainment, honey. He is the one, honey, that has brought us Meg the Stallion. Now Jay-Z, honey, that snatched her on up. It is just messy, honey. It's a lot going on. And then we find out, a child and a woman drowned in Carl Crawford's pool, honey. I don't even think he was at home. I don't think he will be charged, you guys, when it comes to that. And now we got him being arrested, honey, for domestic violence claims. Like, we have never heard of any of this coming from Carl Crawford. Like, before he got with Evelyn, I'm not trying to blame it on Evelyn, but like, I didn't even know the man like that. Who said that? I didn't know that man. I didn't know nothing about him. And then just all this stuff, honey, it's just been piling all up, honey, on Carl Crawford, honey. So let's check that out.
See that face, and you've seen that on this platform a number of times. This is Carl Crawford, ex-MLB, current CEO of 1501 Entertainment. His name was pretty much put back in the media a couple of months ago because he was the person who had Meg the Stallion signed to his record label, 1501 Entertainment. He was going back and forth with Jay-Z. And if you remember, about 8 months ago, Jay Prince actually put a picture out endorsing Crawford as being the man down there that, first discovered Meg the Stallion. Well, Carl Crawford, we got some news that he has been arrested for felony domestic violence in Texas, stemming from an incident that allegedly occurred May the 8th. Now, what's being alleged is that he allegedly choked his ex-girlfriend and held her at gunpoint, according to the documents. I'm not going to get too much into details, but they pretty much were saying that he was doing that at the same time questioning her about how long she's been friends with a male acquaintance. And one of those type of situations looks like here. And he had a $10,000 bond. I'm pretty sure he made that bond by now.
So, honey, y'all done heard that. Now, let's check out what Evelyn has to say about the situation.
So, I wanted to address something that took place last week in connection to my son's father, Carl Crawford. And initially, I wasn't going to say anything. Initially, I wasn't going to comment because I feel like a lot of the times when there is something going on in Carl's world, my name tends to get thrown in anything that he has going on. So I understand, that there are some people that are always going to connect us together because I'm his ex-fiance and we were together. But after my team got their second or third phone call in connection to what happened last week, the domestic violence arrest, I had to say something because I see stories popping up with people trying to change my story and my narrative. I've heard of reporters saying, can we get a comment from her? Didn't she say that Carl did the same to her? And I refuse to sit here and allow the world or anybody to change my story and my truth.
Now, you guys, I don't really know what she's talking about because I haven't seen any of those stories where people are changing Evelyn's narrative. You all get down in the comments if you have seen anybody changing the narrative of Evelyn's story. We all know that Chad Ochocinco is the one that headbutted her, but I never heard her say anything bad about Carl or, having any issues with him. So maybe that's something that, she's seeing on her side, but I haven't heard anybody talking about that.
So that's why I'm putting this video together. And let me just stress one thing. By by no means am I trying to discredit anyone else's story. I know what that feels like. So that is not what I'm trying to do. I don't know what happened with the relationship before me. I don't know what happened with the relationship on me.
Y'all heard what she said, on me. I caught that, honey. What you talking about, Evelyn? The relationship on you. Oh, he cheated. So who did he cheat with? Did it ever come out who the lady was? But I caught that, Evelyn, honey. Okay, shade, honey. Okay. Well, a lot of people, you guys, is saying that Basketball Wives is now filming, and they feel like Evelyn may be reaching for a storyline. Y'all know the only storyline she got now is her arguing back and forth with OG. And y'all know they then took each other to court, honey. And, you know, Evelyn tried to sue OG and she was denied that, honey. She wasn't able to sue OG. And, you know, it's just been a lot of drama with them. And they are thinking that Evelyn may, you know, use this whole situation with Carl as a storyline because they have their son together. And, you know, if Carl Crawford is found guilty, he, you know, would be arrested and sent off to the big house, and he would be away from their son. So I guess it kinda, you know, has something to do with her. They do share a son, and if Carl goes away, he won't be able to see his son anymore. I don't know. Y'all get down in the comments. Let me know how you feel about it. Do you think that Evelyn is reaching and she will try to talk about this on this upcoming season of Basketball Wives? What do you think?
I mean, after me, I stay in my lane. I'm just talking about my personal experience because I was engaged to be married to this man I was with.
I knew you was engaged to him, honey, but this is another relationship, you guys, that I knew was not going to end in marriage. I just knew it. You don't wait that long to get married. Do y'all notice that? Like, people that actually want to get married, they just go get married. They don't be waiting 2, 3, 4 years, and it was just too much going on with them. I didn't see this relationship lasting. I was happy for her, you know, when she got with Carl, and I thought he was a very big step up from Chad Ochocinco, honey, but I don't know, honey. It's a lot going on with Carl these days, honey.
For 4 years, and for any blogger or reporter to try to switch up the story as to why we broke up, I think is disgusting.
Who said that? When did they do that? Could you call some names, Evelyn? Because I ain't seen it, girl. I ain't seen it. How do we know that you ain't just coming to us with some more bullshit? Okay, because y'all know it was some bullshit when she was trying to sue OG for defamation of character. Girl, ain't no damn defamation. You are a colorist, honey. We seen it all on the show. So the fact that you would lie about that, Evelyn, I don't know. You have pretty much lost a lot of credibility, honey, with me. I'm just saying.
You know, and I have to protect my son. I never want my son to see, oh, okay, well, mom and dad, you know, I see a story that he did this to her. No, he did not. Carl has never put his hands on me. Carl has never intimidated me. Carl has never called me bitches and hoes or ever stood over me trying to intimidate me. We never had that relationship. Yeah, we broke up for other reasons, but it wasn't for that. And that's why I'm doing this. And I also want to say for anyone that is dealing with domestic violence, you guys know I take this very, very seriously. For anyone that is dealing with domestic violence, if you know somebody that is dealing with domestic violence, you could go to evelynlozada.org. I have people on my staff that will answer emails, talk to you. We can give you advice, you know.
And really quickly, you guys, like I said before, you know, Carl Crawford had a pretty clean record. You know, he used to play baseball. He, you know, had a lot of money. You know, he spent a lot of that money on Meg Thee Stallion getting her damn career off the ground. And y'all see how that turned out. That was just crazy. That was crazy how Jay-Z just snatched up Meg Thee Stallion from him, honey. I felt bad for Carl. I was like, why y'all do Carl like that? That ain't right. You know what I'm saying? But now, he got these domestic violence charges, and then you got Evelyn saying he ain't never did that to her. Could the new girl be lying, honey? I don't know, honey. We just gonna have to see how all of this turns out, but it just ain't looking too good for Carl, honey. Something is just not clean in the buttermilk, honey, the way Phaedra would say, honey. I just don't know. I don't know what to make of this whole situation, you guys.
Here for you, but I just really, really felt like I needed to, address this. I didn't want this to continue to snowball into something that is not true. I'm just speaking from my heart. I'm just speaking about my truth in connection to my son's father. And that's it. I've never had that situation happen to me. And we are cool to this day. And all I care about is that we co-parent our son and that he's able to co-parent with the mother of his children. And that really at the end of the day, that's what's important here are our kids. So I'm going to leave this video here. I love you guys. Thank you.
All right, y'all. Y'all get down in them comments. How do you feel about this whole situation, honey? A lot of people are saying that Jay-Z, honey, has allegedly set Carl up, honey, to take the fall a couple of times, honey, okay? Especially when it comes to, the young lady that lost her life in his pool and the child. And then you got the whole Meg Thee Stallion, he done stole her, from Carl. And then we got this domestic violence situation, honey. And they say that Carl could be facing up to 10 years in prison, honey. They talking about he, had a gun to her head and doing this, that, and the third, honey. It's just a lot. So what do y'all think about that? Is Carl Crawford, the good guy that turned bad, or is he just having, some unfortunate things happen in his life, and sometimes that happens, in life. So, do y'all feel like Evelyn is reaching for a storyline for this upcoming season? Because Lord knows this heifer needs one. Okay, y'all get down in the comments. Let me know how you feel about it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I am your girl, brand new, and I will check you guys out later.